Where can you find a 74-foot tall tree
with 50,000 lights
and a 900-pound star?
Find out next on Sarah's Wiki Corner podcast.
It is time for Sarah's Wiki Corner. Hello, Sarah.
Hello.
Hello, your Wiki Corner today brought to you by our friends at Niblag Foods in the Genesee Valley Regional Market. What are we learning about today on your Wiki Corner?
Well, it's funny that we were just talking about Christmas trees because the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree down in New York City will be lit tonight.
Oh, this is the big night.
This is the big night with the big television special and everything on NBC where they're going to light up the tree, and it's so beautiful.
Is Al Roker going to be there?
Of course he is. He's there every year, is he not?
Yeah. I will tell you, I was down in New York City last week, 2 weekends ago.
Yes.
And I saw the Rockefeller Christmas tree.
Yes.
Not decorated at all.
Not decorated.
In fact, you could barely see it. There was so much scaffolding around it as they were preparing to decorate it.
Okay. Well, that's kind of cool to see, like, the process of it.
It is. And if
was there anybody working on it?
There's nobody working on it at all.
Okay.
But if you're watching on Facebook, you'll be able to see the pictures. And two of those pictures are pictures I took the other weekend of the Rockefeller tree. Anyway, go ahead, Sarah.
So the first Christmas tree at Rockefeller Center was put up in 1931 during the Depression-era construction of Rockefeller Center, when Italian-American workers decorated a smaller 20-foot balsam fir with strings of cranberries, garlands of paper, and even a few tin cans on Christmas Eve.
Put the tin cans up.
Yeah. Workers pooled their money for that unlit tree with the garlands made by their families. With the lighting of the 50-foot tall first official tree 2 years later, the tree became what Rockefeller Center dubbed a holiday beacon for New Yorkers and visitors alike.
Look at that.
Since then, the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree has been a yearly tradition, and a skating rink was opened below the tree in the plaza in 1936. World War II ushered in simple patriotic decorations, including red, white, and blue unlit globes and painted wooden stars. In 1942, instead of one large tree, 3 more modest trees were raised, each decorated in one of the flag's colors.
Sure.
From 1944 until the war's end in 1945, the tree went unlit due to blackout regulations. And 1951 marked the first time that NBC televised the tree lighting with a special on the Kate Smith Hour.
Oh, yes, Kate Smith, sure.
So trees are traditionally donated to Rockefeller Center, which in turn donates the number after display. The head gardener at Rockefeller Center looks for each year's Christmas tree. He visits nurseries throughout the tri-state area and looks for unique backyard trees.
Wait, so the head gardener where? Rockefeller?
At Rockefeller Center.
Ooh, do they have a lot of gardens? It's like all concrete.
They must. I don't know. I think this is like his big thing. This is like his big job here is the Christmas tree.
The only green in Manhattan is that tree.
Yeah, that tree. It's a pretty important job, though.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
I'm not belittling him at all.
Trees are also submitted for consideration through Rockefeller Center's website. So if you have a nice pine tree in your backyard, you could submit it and they might pick your tree.
Sure.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah, as long as I don't have to pay to cut it down.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Each year's tree is chosen based on its hardiness and Christmas tree shape. Can't be like misshapen or like a Charlie Brown tree or anything like that. As well as its ability to support all the heavy ornaments and lights and all that go on it.
Right.
Once a tree is selected, a crane supports the tree while it's cut. Then it's moved to a custom telescoping trailer able to transport trees up to 125 feet tall, though the narrowness of the streets around Rockefeller Center limits the height of the tree to 100 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be awful to be living in Manhattan when they're hauling that tree in.
Yeah.
Do they do
I would
it
think
at
that
night?
would disrupt traffic. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Trucks, barges, and a transport plane have all been used to help the tree make the trip.
Wow.
Over the years, the trees have come from Pennsylvania, New Hampshire, Vermont, Maine, Ohio, even Canada.
What? Canada?
Yeah, isn't that funny that we would, they couldn't have found one in the States that year? I don't know.
50 states, plenty of pine trees.
Right.
You go into Canada.
Yeah. The tallest to date was a 100-foot tree from Killingworth, Connecticut, which went up in Rockefeller Center in 1999.
Right.
The 2024 Rockefeller Center Christmas tree is from West Stockbridge, Massachusetts in the southern Berkshires. It's the first tree to come from Massachusetts since 1959.
Okay, good deal.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's 74 feet tall and weighs 11 tons, and it's around 70 years old.
Oh.
The tree will be lit with more than 50,000 multicolored LED lights on approximately 5 miles of wire. The three-dimensional Swarovski star on top of the tree weighs around 900 pounds and features 70 spikes covered in 3 million crystals.
Jeez.
And an estimated 125 million people visit the attraction every year.
Yeah.
The decorated tree remains on display at the plaza entrance of 30 Rockefeller Plaza at least through January 6th of the new year. It's only lit up for 24 hours on Christmas Day.
And you found that out
and I did find
the
that
hard
out
way.
We went and I just assumed it was lit all the time.
Why wouldn't it be?
Yeah.
City never sleeps.
I guess. They turn it off at midnight, Sunday to Wednesday, and at 1 a.m. Thursday to Saturday.
Oh, the late night.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Continuing a long-standing holiday tradition, the 2024 Christmas tree will be donated to Habitat for Humanity, milled, treated, and made into lumber that will be used for home building.
I wonder how much lumber you get out of a tree like that.
A lot, I would think.
You would,
Pretty big.
Okay, yeah.
Since 1997, the lighting has been broadcast live to hundreds of millions on NBC's Christmas in Rockefeller Center telecast, which airs tonight at 8 o'clock.
Right.
Kelly Clarkson will be returning as host of the tree lighting special for a second year, joined by Today hosts Savannah Guthrie, Hoda Kotb, Al Roker, and Craig Melvin. And the performers for the tree lighting tonight include Kelly Clarkson, of course. The Backstreet Boys.
I know.
Excited for that.
Yeah.
I guess I would like to see Hanson. If I could make a request for next year, maybe get Hanson. They have a Christmas.
Oh, they do have a Christmas album. You're a big Hanson fan.
Jennifer Hudson, and of course the Radio City Rockettes.
Of course. Kicking those legs up high.
Yeah.
All right. Picked out a record to go along with the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree, did you, Sarah?
Yeah, so I thought that we would play Silver Bells by Fats Domino.
You got it. Sarah, thanks so much.
You're welcome.
City sidewalk.
There we go. I panicked there for a second. Did I get the right version?
Oh, yeah, we have a surprising number of
I
Silver
know.
Bells.
I typed in Silver Bells, and I'm like, oh, my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
A lot of people have covered Silver Bells, apparently.
Wow, So, so what time? So when you went to, I didn't realize it was so late. You went to the Christmas tree. This was a few years ago.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Then you went. Must have been after midnight then.
Yeah.
On one of the early nights.
Yes.
Wow, you're up late.
They say that never sleeps.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but that guy who manages the lights, he's got to get to bed, so he shuts those off at midnight.
You don't think that's on a timer? It's got to be on it. There's not a guy that unplugs it every night.
You think there's a timer? Like just a timer like at your house? Like with one of those where you pull out the little pegs and you and they plug it in? All the lights go down to one extension cord? You know what they should do? Forget Al Roker, and I love Al Roker, even skinny Al Roker, but why don't they have Chevy Chase come and light that thing every year?
Oh, my God.
How amazing would that be?
Everyone would have to do the drum roll. Yep.
And then it just goes like this, and the whole thing lights up. But not the first time.
Okay,
first
so
time
next year, Hanson to perform.
Yes.
Chevy Chase to light the tree.
Yeah.
What else? Who do we write? We got to start writing this now. Write to them now so they can plan accordingly.
Sarah, we got to tell people about Niblack Foods at the Genesee Valley Regional Market. These are the kind of people who make the Wiki Corner possible, video-wise, and we were just out there earlier today.
Yeah, we were just there today, and man, do they have a lot of cookie decorating supplies. If you're making cookie trays or you're doing cutout cookies, whatever you're doing, they have sprinkles and sanding sugar and 3 different kinds of food coloring, which I didn't even know that there was more than the liquid form of food coloring, but there is. Lots of different flavorings and all sorts of stuff for decorating your cookies and your holiday baking.
Yeah, and don't forget, if you're listening out of town, you can also have this stuff ordered. Tell them exactly 100%. What you want. You can order it online. You can call up. They got a great, friendly staff at Niblack Foods to help you with that for sure. I had a story, and it's up on my computer because I didn't have a chance to print it out here today. And that's not the story. Here's the story.
Oh.
Delta flight attendant was booted from a flight from New York City. She failed a random breathalyzer test.
Oh, no.
She blew 7 times the legal limit.
Oh, my gosh. What was she doing?
But
how is she...
Was she on the right plane?
How did she walk through the airport?
Fined $1,900. Delta says Delta's alcohol policy is among the strictest in the industry. We have zero tolerance for violations.
Oh
the employee was removed
what
from
time
their
of the day was
scheduled
this?
duties. Doesn't say.
Oh.
Doesn't say. We don't know.
Yikes.
We don't know. Well, what time of day is right for 7 times?
No, I'm just saying. If it was in the morning, I mean, that's had a rough night.
Yeah, maybe she'd been out to find the Rockefeller Christmas tree. It wasn't lit, and then she got lit.
Maybe.
Are you ready to go here? Stand by.
Soon it will be Christmas Day.
Legends 1027, 25 years of the biggest hits in the history of the world, and Fats Domino, Silver Bell. Sarah, do remind us, why did we just play that record?
Well, because we were talking about the Christmas tree at Rockefeller Center, which will be lit tonight.
Yeah.
On NBC, you can watch that starting at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, you got it. Let's recap 3 things we must take away from today's Wiki Corner. Are you ready?
Ready.
Go.
All right, an estimated 125 million people visit the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree every year.
The star on top of the tree weighs 900 pounds.
And this year's tree is the first from Massachusetts since 1959.
Now, no trees have ever come from Rochester,
No.
but I believe a tree did come from Binghamton.
Yeah, Binghamton. Yeah.
Did I read that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oneonta, I think.
Oneonta.
That's closer, right?
I'm not exactly sure. I mean, I've heard of it. I don't know exactly where it is on a map. We could look that up.
Anyway.
Maybe later. If folks want to learn more about the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree, Sarah, where do they go? What do they do?
Well, you can go to my Wiki blog if you go to legends1027.com.
Yeah.
On the homepage, there's a link that takes you to my blog where I post everything I talk about every day.
Of course, you can always watch this whole thing unfold every day, along with pictures. We put pictures up of the things we're talking about while we're doing it.
Including sometimes our own personal pictures.
Personal photographs from our own albums.
Yeah.
You can check that out at facebook.com/legends1027 every day at 4:10. Plus, we archive this up at YouTube. Go to YouTube and search Sarah's Wiki Corner, and it will be up there, the entire archive. And you can just go for hours watching Wiki Corners end on end. Brought to you by Niblack Foods at the Genesee Valley Regional Market. Hey, Sarah, thanks so much for coming in today. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Come back tomorrow, won't you?
Absolutely. Throwback Thursday.
Throwback Thursday. You got it right. So, Three Dog Night on the way, Brothers Johnson, and more traffic and weather next on Legends 1027.